The second I stepped off the train into the city of Vaudeville, I could feel the weight of its melancholy in the air. Even the drizzle that clung to the city's grimy cobblestones felt a shade darker than your everyday downpour. Vaudeville was a city of high stakes and low morals, where vice and virtue danced a wicked waltz. Street lamps, flickering like burnt-out stars, were the only guide through the maze of rain-soaked alleyways and whispering shadows. My name's Martini, detective, troubleshooter, and a lousy sucker for hard luck stories. This wasn't my first circus, but this act was a 3-ring special. 3 murders, no leads, and a city on the brink of bedlam. The victims were as different as chalk and cheese, each a symbol of the city's vibrant veneer. A young dancer who moved like poetry in motion, her life cut short mid-pirouette. The socialite, a woman who knew the city's pulse better than anyone else. And then there was the businessman, the embodiment of vaudeville's promises of progress, snuffed out like a candle in the wind. The usual peace in vaudeville was off-kilter, replaced by the discordant notes of fear and suspicion. Strangers viewed each other through wary eyes, neighbors turned to strangers, and every shadow seemed to hold a secret. The once vibrant city had become a stage, the curtain drawn on a grim play of mystery and murder. In a city without harmony, the police chief was the conductor trying to keep the orchestra in tune. Gretzky was his name, a seasoned cop with a granite jaw and a heart that had seen better days. There was a stark tension, a raw fear that danced like St. Elmo's fire in his eyes. Whatever was happening in vaudeville had Gretzky out of his depth, and that was a sight I'd never thought I'd see. If anyone could make sense of this twisted tale, it would be him. I'd better head to the police station and have a chat with Gretzky for starters.
Hello everyone, my name is Detective Matthias and I'm a huge disappointment and I'm a sucker for gin-based drinks and I'm a lousy detective and a sucker for working badly. Welcome to Vaudeville. I bet you heard about this game before, but a quick recap. So, what is Vaudeville? Well, it's an experimental whodunit game based on the latest AI technologies to generate dialogues in real time. That's right, we're gonna interrogate some AI bots here. This tale of murder, suspense and absurdity unfold as you play. And we are the detectives. We're gonna interrogate these phonies, these wannabe humans. That's right. We're here to save the city of Vaudeville and clean the streets from murderers. Alright, let's get serious. I'm excited for this game, it's gonna be really cool. I haven't played any AI-driven games before, I don't think. Anyhow, let's just play. There's nothing more to say. This game is in early access, by the way. We're not gonna play with ray tracing. We're playing with our microphone. That's the big gimmick here. We're gonna speak to the AIs as if they were actual human beings. No fucking AI bot is smarter than Detective Matthias, and I'm on the case. Welcome to Vaudeville. Hell yeah. I think the guy in the beginning told us to go to like the cops, right? Gretzky, the hockey player. Dang. Where the fuck is he then? We got a notebook here. Go to police station, ask Chief Gretzky about the murders. Damn, I wonder if he's related to the hockey player. There, the police station. Alright, Gretzky, what you got for me? Hold or... Alright. Oh, hello there. You're a handsome one. Oh, wait. Oh shit, he's hearing all I'm saying already. Dang. Alright, so here we can put a mic off. Alright, cool. Hello, Gretzky. Damn, you're really tall. Why isn't Gretzky answering me? Gretzky, do you got tampons in your ears or what's the deal? Gretzky. You old bloodhound. Damn, it's like speaking to a drywall here. What's going on? Alright, let's try that again. I think it bugged. It's still in early access after all.
Well, Detective Martin. What do you mean by that?
Well, your wife gave me early access when I took her virginity, a piece of shit. Alright, Gretzky, let's start from the beginning here, okay?
Yeah, finally getting to the meat of the matter, are we? Very well, let's start from the beginning.
Alright, Gretzky, we got 2 murders on our hands.
2 murders, you say?
That's what I'm telling.
It seems we have quite the predicament on our hands. Tell me, detective, have you made any progress in solving these cases? Any leads, suspects, or connections between the victims?
No,
I need all
Gretzky,
the
I just came
details
here.
you can provide.
What can you tell me about the killings, Gretzky?
Well, Detective Martini, I must say I find these killings quite intriguing. 3 victims, all brutally murdered in different locations. It's a puzzle, isn't it? I wonder if there's a connection between them. Have you found any leads or suspects yet?
No, I just came here to work.
Just here to work, huh?
No, I
Well,
overslept.
I hope you're ready to dig deep and uncover some clues. These murders have the whole city on edge, and it's up to us to restore peace. So, tell me, what have you been able to gather so far? Any witnesses? Any potential motives? I want to know everything.
Well, I'm gonna just crack this pot open for you. I don't know jack shit. I just came to work, I overslept, and I shagged your wife and collected a semen sample from her vagina. I think it was myself.
I'm sorry, but I didn't understand your response. Could you please clarify? We're discussing the recent killings in Vaudeville, and I'm interested to hear any information or leads you might have.
Who should I interrogate?
That's a good question, Detective Martini. Let's think about this strategically. We need to identify individuals with possible connections to the victims or any suspicious behavior. Have you looked into the victims' acquaintances, friends, or family members? Sometimes the answers lie within their inner circle. And don't forget to consider anyone with a motive related to their professions or personal lives. We need to cast a wide net and see what we catch.
Can you tell me again who was murdered?
Detective Martini, I've already mentioned the names of the 3 murder victims.
No, he fucking
Are you
didn't.
having trouble remembering? It's important to keep track of these details if we want to solve the case. We have Maria Jansen,
there we
a
go.
young blonde found outside her apartment, Nicola Grossman, the finance man discovered near Pascala's groceries, and Haley Greenwood, a dancer whose body was found in an alley behind the club she worked at. Now, let's focus on finding some leads, shall we?
You're goddamn right there, Gretzky. You old hockey stick.
Oh, so you've heard of my nickname, have you? Chief Gretzky, the old hockey stick. Well, I suppose my reputation precedes me. But enough about that, let's get back to the matter at hand. We need to crack this case, and I won't rest until we do. Do you have any new information or updates for me, detective?
No, sir, I'm on the case.
Well, that's the spirit, Martini. I'm glad to see you're taking this investigation seriously. Now, remember, don't hesitate to reach out if you come across anything significant. We're a team here, and I expect us to work together to bring justice to the victims and peace to the city. Keep me updated, and let's show these murderers what we're made of.
Fuck yeah, Gretzky, I love it. I love your attitude, Gretzky, but me and Constable Jones here is gonna get some drinks and then buy some prostitutes. What do you think about that, huh? I don't really care, I'm leaving. Alright, so we need to find some clues. Let's go to the morgue and check on the corpses, right? Whoa.
It can be quite overwhelming, can't it?
Well,
The fragility of life, the impermanence of it all. Death has a way of reminding us just how delicate our existence truly is. The human body, with its intricate systems and delicate balance,
There aren't
is
even any
susceptible
corpses
to so
here.
many vulnerabilities. It's fascinating.
Are we fucking role-playing Moist Critical, or are we kneeling in front of her? Dang, we're short.
The cause of death remains elusive.
Yes, of course. Do you have any semen samples I can bring home with me?
Detective, I understand your desire for evidence and the importance of thorough investigation.
Yes.
However, in this particular case, there is no need for a semen sample. The nature of the victim's injuries suggests a different line of inquiry. Haley Greenwood, for instance, suffered from blunt force trauma to the head,
This
while
is
Maria
important.
Jensen exhibited signs of a savage animal attack.
Whoa.
These indications point us towards a potential assailant with a different modus operandi.
Damn.
Let us focus our efforts on unraveling the mystery that lies within these gruesome scenes. Shall we?
Alright, so we got a lot up there. May I see the corpses, please?
Yeah, the allure of the macabre. I can sense your curiosity, your yearning to witness the aftermath of these tragic events.
Yes.
But, my dear detective, I must remind you that the bodies are not mere spectacles to be observed for entertainment.
I need to fucking
They are remnants of lives extinguished,
see the corpses.
families left grieving,
What happened
and
to
souls
them?
departed from this mortal coil. As a coroner, it is my duty to treat these remains with the utmost respect and dignity. Their wounds and injuries speak volumes about the violence they endured, and it is my
Damn, she's
responsibility
talkative.
to uncover the truth hidden beneath the surface.
It's purely professional. Alright, we got some clues at least, so let's see here if we can scroll a little bit. Haley Greenwood suffered from blunt force trauma to the head, right? Maria Johnson exhibited signs of savage animal attack. Alright. So we've been to the morgue and the police station, alright? Let's see what Gracie got to say about this. The body of Maria Johnson is suggesting she was attacked by a fierce animal.
Attacked by a fierce animal, you say? That's quite unusual. We don't have any wild animals roaming around Vaudeville. Are you sure about this, Detective Martini?
I'm just reciting what the coroner told me, sir.
Interesting. So the coroner believes that Maria Johnson was attacked by a fierce animal despite the absence of such creatures in our city. Well, let's not jump to conclusions just yet. Are there any other details or evidence that could support this theory?
No, sir. The other woman was hit by a blunt object to the head.
Interesting. So you're saying that this other woman was hit with a blunt object to her head?
Yes.
Do we have any leads on who might have done it?
Not yet, sir.
No leads yet, huh? Well, we'll have to dig deeper then. Tell me, Detective Martini, have you spoken to anyone who may have witnessed the incident?
Do we have any witnesses, sir?
Witnesses, you say? Now that's a good question, Detective. Have we interviewed any witnesses who may have seen something related to the crime? It's crucial that we gather as much information as possible to piece together what happened.
Do you know any witnesses yet, sir?
Well, Detective Martin. You're really testing my memory now, aren't you? Let me think. Yes, I believe we have a couple of potential eyewitnesses. There was a neighbor who claimed to have heard a commotion around the time of the incident.
Getting somewhere.
We should definitely follow up with them and see if they saw anything. And there was also a delivery boy who was in the area at the time. Perhaps he caught a glimpse of something. We should track him down as well. Anything else you'd like to know, Detective?
Do we have the names of the witnesses, sir?
The names of the witnesses, you say. Now that's a detail I might have overlooked.
Oh, for
Tell
fuck's
me,
sake, rescue.
Detective.
Alright, we're getting somewhere. Yeah, hell yeah. Alright, let's write something here. Alright, so I took some notes here. Coroners told us that Maria Johnson was hit by an animal attack and the other woman was hit with a blunt object to the head. Alright. All we know is they were killed in some alleyways, but I don't know where. Let's try the grocery store for some reason. Hello, Mrs. Potter.
Oh, dear. I'm afraid you've mistaken me for someone else.
Wait, what?
My name is Mrs. Potter, and I'm quite certain we've never met
What?
before.
What?
But if you're looking for a delightful conversation, I must say I'm always up for a bit of mischief.
Alright, Mrs. Potter, this question is really important for my murder investigation. Have you ever seen a grown man naked before?
Oh my, such a bold and audacious question. Well, let me tell you, my inquisitive friend, I've had the pleasure of witnessing many intriguing sights and experiences in my life. But whether or not I've seen a grown man naked is a secret I shall keep safely tucked away in the depths of my mischievous mind. Now, let's move on to more pleasant topics, shall we?
No, that's all I ever wanted. Thank you, Mrs. Potter. I'm leaving now. Oh, wait. Maybe the guy at the circus got some wild animals or something. Yes. Well, hello there, Monsieur Saxabar.
Detective Martini. How delightful to see you.
How are you this evening?
I'm splendid, as always.
May I ask you a bold question? Have you ever seen a grown man naked before?
No, and that is not a topic of conversation suitable for our discussion.
Well, do you have any wild animals here at the circus?
Indeed, we do.
What kind of animals?
Lions.
Have you noticed any lions missing or something?
No.
Any animals at all?
No.
Do you know a woman named Maria Jansson?
No.
Who else works at the circus here?
Many talented individuals work at the Circus Saxabar, my friend.
Any murderers?
Never heard of them.
Do any murderers work here at the circus?
No.
Alright, thank you, that's all I got.
Alright.
Let's tell Gretzky about the lion. Hello, Gretzky. The circus keep lions.
The circus, you say? What about it? Are there any concerns or incidents involving the lions?
Well, yes, Maria Jansson was attacked by a wild animal.
Maria Jansen was attacked by an animal, you say? Interesting. Tell me more about it. Was it one of the lions from the Vaudeville circus?
That's what I suspect, yes.
A lion attack in the city. Quite unusual indeed. Are there any witnesses to confirm your suspicions about it being one of the circus lions? And do we have any leads on where this lion might have come from?
Absolutely not, sir. Sorry to bother you. The name of the witnesses.
Witnesses, you say? Very well, I understand your urgency. Let me check our database here
Thank
at
you,
the
Gretzky.
station.
Finally.
Give me a moment. Yeah, here we go. It seems we do have some witness statements related to Maria Jansen's incident. 2 individuals claim to have seen something that night. One is a local shopkeeper, Monsieur Dupont, who was closing his store nearby. And another is a passerby, Madame Leblanc, who was walking her dog in that area.
Do we have any witnesses on the other killings?
Weaknesses on the other killings.
No
Relax.
witnesses!
Let me think. While I don't have all the details at my fingertips, I do recall
alright.
a few peculiarities about the other cases. Nicola Grossman's body was found outside Pascala's groceries, correct?
Alright.
It appeared to be a rather public location for such a crime. In Haley Greenwood, the dancer, her body was discovered in an alley behind the club where she worked. A rather secluded spot, wouldn't you agree? Perhaps there's a pattern emerging.
Alright, we got a lot of good information there. Nicholas found outside the groceries, alright? Alright, this is what they know so far. Maria Johnson was attacked by an animal. Witnesses are DuPont and LeBlanc. Haley Greenwood, blunt object had found behind the club she was working at. Nicholas Grossman, outside groceries. Find out more about this Nicholas Grossman. We don't know how he died yet, so let's get back to the morgue. Hello, ma'am. How did Nicholas Grossman die?
Well, it seems there's been a misunderstanding. My name is not Nicola Grossman. I am the coroner, Coroner Echeverria.
Wow, she's
I
stupid.
performed the abduction on Nicola Grossman's body. Now, to answer your question, Mr. Grossman died as a result of a sharp force injury to the back of the neck, specifically caused by a butcher's knife. The time of death was estimated to be between 9 p.m. and 12 a.m. on April 23rd. It was quite a brutal attack, unfortunately.
How and when did Haley Greenwood die?
Haley Greenwood. Such a tragic case. The young dancer met her demise in a rather gruesome manner. From the evidence I gathered during the abduction, it appears that she was struck multiple times in the head with a blunt object. The fragments found on her body suggest that the weapon used may have been a stiletto shoe. As for the time of her passing, I estimate it to be around 2 a.m. on April 25th. Such a senseless act of violence. May her soul find peace in the afterlife, if there's one.
Alright, even more good information there. 2 a.m. 25th of April, so how and when did Maria Johnson die?
Maria Jansen's death was truly horrific. It appeared as though she had been attacked by an animal with bite marks covering her entire body, particularly on her arms. The force of the bite was so strong that it fractured one of her forearm bones.
Damn.
The exact cause of death was severe trauma and blood loss. The incident occurred between 9 p.m. and 12 p.m. on the evening of April 22nd. Her life was tragically cut short, and it pains me to think of the suffering she endured.
Alright, we got some really good information here. So Maria Johnson was killed first, 22nd of April, then Nicola Grossman, and then Haley. That's really good. Great. Alright, let's go to the grocery store, shall we? Oh, it's this lady. I may have harassed her earlier. Hello, Mrs. Potter. Do you know anything about the killing of Nicola Grossman?
Oh dear, the tragic killing of Nicola Grossman, you say? How dreadful. Such a shame that such things happen in our beloved Vaudeville. One can never be too cautious these days, can one? But alas, I'm afraid I don't have any information on the matter. My days are filled with more pleasant pursuits, like picking mushrooms or playing bridge.
What? It happened just outside your grocery store, miss.
My apologies for not being aware of the unfortunate incident happening right outside my grocery store. Isn't that a curious twist of fate? But fear not, I assure you, I am simply a bystander in this grand theater of life.
Oh, she's
Now,
smoking
if you'll
something.
excuse me, I must attend to my shopping. Good day to you.
Do you sell any meat here?
Well, my dear, you've caught me in a bit of a pickle. While Pascala's grocery shop is known for its fine selection of fruits and vegetables, I'm afraid we don't offer meat here.
Alright, so it's not the
However,
butcher
if you're
knife.
in the mood for something a bit more adventurous, might I suggest trying one of our exotic mushroom varieties?
I was
It can be a
trying to
delightful
place the
substitute for
butcher's
meat
knife
in
on her.
certain dishes. Just a little secret between you and me, of course. Happy cooking.
Do you know if Nicola Grossman had any enemies?
Enemies, you say? How intriguing. It's always fascinating to ponder the complicated web of relationships that exist in the
Wow, I
world.
hate this woman.
But alas, my knowledge of Nicola Grossman's personal affairs is quite limited. I'm simply a humble housewife, after all, with my own set of dramas to attend
Housewife, eh?
to. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must get back to my shopping. Good day to you.
I don't think she knows anything about this. Was Nicola Grossman a frequent customer of your store?
Nicola Grossman, you ask? Ah, what a tragedy it is to lose a loyal customer. It's a shame I didn't have the pleasure of serving them personally. But fear not, my dear detective, for Pascala's grocery shop is frequented by many esteemed individuals from all walks of life. We cater to the refined tastes of Vaudeville's elite, after all. Perhaps Nicola found solace in the exquisite delicacies we offer. Who knows? Life is full of surprises, isn't it? But enough chatter. I have mushrooms to pick and bridges to conquer.
I want the names of the witnesses.
Names of the witnesses, huh?
Oh.
Well, aren't you eager to get your hands on some juicy leads?
Well, of course I am!
Fine. Let me consult my trusty old files. Yeah, here we go. We have 2 potential eyewitnesses for Haley Greenwood's case. The first is a bartender named Samuel Crane, who works at the club where Haley performed. The second is a fellow dancer named Isabella Rodriguez. Now, don't get your hopes up too high, detective. They might not have anything substantial to offer. But hey, feel free to give it a shot.
Do we have any witnesses for the murder of Nicholas Grossman?
Witnesses for the murder of Nicholas Grossman. Now that's an interesting question. Let me check my records. Yes, it seems we have a witness in this case. A shopkeeper by the name of Pascal Dupont claims to have seen something suspicious on the morning of the incident. He runs a grocery shop near the location where Grossman's body was found. Might be worth paying him a visit, don't you think, Detective Martini? But remember, witness testimonies can be unreliable, so take it with a grain of salt.
Wait, so I've been going to the wrong fucking grocery store? No. What? Do we have any witnesses for Maria Jansson's murder? Witnesses!
Maria Jansson's murder, huh? Well, let's see if we have any leads on that. Give me a moment to consult my files. Yeah, here we go. It appears that we have a potential eyewitness for Maria Jansson's case. A neighbor by the name of Mrs. Agnes Peterson claimed to have heard some commotion and saw a figure leaving Maria's apartment around the time of the crime. Now, I must warn you, detective, eyewitness accounts can be quite tricky. But hey, it's your investigation.
Alright, so I've been cleaning up my notebook a little. We got Maria Jansson, animal attack, witness LeBlanc and Mrs. Agnes Peterson. Bite marks, blood loss. Mrs. Agnes Peterson, figure living in Maria's apartment, alright? We got Grossman, butcher's knife to the neck. Pascal Dupont, witness, found behind grocery store. Time of death, April 23rd to 9 p.m. 12 a.m. Haley Greenwood, blunt target to the head, found behind the club. 2 a.m. to 25th of April, still at the show. Witness, bartender, Samuel Crane, Isabella. I want to go back to Pascal's groceries. But why is this bitch here? Oi.
Oh, my dear, it seems you have mistaken.
Whoops, let's try that again. Where is Pascal Dupont?
Oh, Pascal Dupont. Well, last I heard, he was off on one of his mysterious adventures. You know how he is, always disappearing and reappearing like a magician. But don't worry, I'm sure he'll be back soon enough to serve us his delightful groceries.
Who the fuck is this? Alright, so we need to find Pascal Dupont. Where were you? April 23rd, between 9 p.m. and 12 a.m.
Oh, April 23rd. Such a melancholic evening. I spent it at home dialing, all alone, with only my thoughts to keep me company.
Alright.
Who knows, perhaps someone saw me from afar, lost in the depths of my sorrow. Such a shame, really. So many missed opportunities for mischief on that particular night.
Potter.
But alas, life is full of surprises, isn't it?
No alibi. Alright. Well, you know what, you old hag? You're top of my suspect list and I'm gonna arrest you.
Oh, how amusing. To think that I, a mere housewife and heiress, could be at the top of the suspect list. Such audacity. But do carry on with your investigation, Detective Martini. Unleash your hounds of justice, for they shall find nothing but the remnants of my shattered heart. And when you realize the folly of your accusations, I shall be here wearing my crown of innocence, ready to greet you with a knowing smile.
The only thing you're gonna be wearing is the jaws of Cerberus, as you are welcomed by the gates of hell! Oh, here we go. Hello, Marina. How are you this fine evening?
Why do you want to know how I am? Are you interested in my well-being, or is there another reason behind your question?
I want to know what your insides look like.
Oh, you're curious about what's going on inside me. Well, let me tell you, it's a world full of mystery and excitement. But enough about me. What brings you here tonight? Are you a fan of the burlesque scene?
I'm a fan of your scene, if you know what I'm saying.
Ah, a friend of mine, you say. How intriguing. But forgive me for not recognizing you right away. Could you perhaps remind me of your name?
My name is...
Always nice to meet friends of friends, especially in a place like this.
My name is Detective Martini.
Detective Martini, you say? A detective in a burlesque theater. Now, that's an unexpected twist. What brings a detective like yourself to our humble abode?
Show,
Do you have a case to solve, or are you simply here for the entertainment?
show me your boobies, or I'm gonna get Officer Gretzky here and he's gonna arrest you for murder.
Well, that's quite a bold request, Detective Martini. But I'm afraid I can't fulfill that particular demand.
Alright, let's
You
get to
see,
work
I'm a
then.
professional performer.
Did you know Hayley Greenwood?
Hayley Greenwood. Oh, what a tragic loss. She was such a talented dancer. It's devastating to think that someone so vibrant could be taken away like that. But no, I didn't know her personally. We all keep to our own little circles in this world, you know. Have you made any progress in finding the culprit behind these murders?
Where can I find Isabella Rodriguez?
Isabella Rodriguez. I'm not familiar with that name. Who is she? Is she a new performer in town? Or perhaps a friend of yours? I'm always interested in
What
meeting
the
new people,
fuck?
especially if they're involved in the arts.
Are they giving me the wrong fucking names or something? Does Samuel Crane work here?
Samuel Crane? That name doesn't ring a bell. Are you sure he's associated with...
The fuck is going on? No one knows where anyone is. Here's another fucking club. Good lord in heaven. Hello there, Ingrid.
Hey there, welcome to the neighborhood. I'm Ingrid. What's your name?
My name is Detective Martini, and I'd like to order one as well.
Oh, Detective Martini. What a pleasure to meet you. But I must apologize, we don't serve alcoholic beverages here.
What?
Coral is actually a bar where musicians and dancers gather. It's a fantastic place to pursue dreams and start working in vaudeville.
Jesus Christ.
So, how can I assist you today?
Do you know anything about Hayley Greenwood?
Hayley Greenwood. Oh, she was my dear friend. Such a
Finally.
talented dancer. We met when I first moved to vaudeville. Hayley and I instantly clicked. We would spend hours practicing our dance routines together and dreaming about the big stages we would perform on one day. She was full of life
no
and had the
stiletto
most
shoes.
infectious laugh. It's still hard to believe she's gone. Is there something specific you wanted to know about Hayley?
Do you know anything about her murder?
Her murder. It's just so devastating. I can't wrap my head around it. I mean, who would want to harm such a vibrant and kind-hearted person like Hayley? I don't have any information about the specifics of her murder, but I'm determined to find out the truth. It's been haunting me ever since it happened. I want justice for my friend.
Do you know where I can find Isabella Rodriguez?
Isabella Rodriguez. I'm not sure who that is, but I'm always up for making new friends and connections.
Jesus
in vaudeville.
Christ. Ah!
Maybe we can search for her together. We could explore the city, visit some cafes, and ask around. Who knows, we might stumble upon some valuable leads or meet someone who knows more about what's been happening. What do you say, Detective Martini? Ready to embark on a little adventure with me?
Sure, why not?
That's the spirit, Detective Martini. I knew you'd be up for it. Let's start by exploring some of the local cafes. They're usually buzzing with people and conversation,
is going
and you
on?
never know who you'll run into.
Did I just get a
Plus,
fucking
they serve
minion?
some of the most delicious pastries and coffee in town. It's the perfect way to fuel our investigation and satisfy our taste buds at the same time.
Let's go get a coffee, I guess.
Can't wait to see what we'll discover. Let's go, my adventurous friend.
Alright, let's go to the cafe. You lead the way.
Absolutely. Follow me, Detective Martini. I'll take you to one of my favorite cafes in Vaudeville.
Alright.
It's called Le Petit Délice. The moment you step inside, you'll be greeted by the aroma of freshly brewed coffee and the sight of mouth-watering pastries displayed on the counter. It's a cozy little place with a warm and inviting atmosphere. And the best part, the baristas are incredibly friendly and always up for a chat. I'm sure we'll find some interesting leads or at least enjoy a delightful cup of joe.
Let's go now then.
Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't leave my
she's...
location.
Fuck's sake.
However, I can still help you find your way to the cafe.
Alright, we're getting nowhere with our witnesses. I don't even think we can talk to them, actually, if I'm gonna be completely honest. So we don't have anything to go on right now. Alright, we don't have anything to go on, so let's get back to Gretzky. Behind what club was Haley Greenwood found?
So, Detective Martini, you mentioned that Haley Greenwood's body was found in an alley.
No, behind a
Can
club.
you please clarify which club she was associated with?
I'm asking you.
Yeah, my apologies for the confusion. Well, let me think for a moment. If my memory serves me right, there are several clubs in Vaudeville. Could you perhaps provide me with some additional information or maybe a description of the area where the unfortunate incident occurred? That might help jog my memory.
Where was Haley found?
Let me think. If I recall correctly, Haley Greenwood's body was discovered in an alleyway behind a particular club. Now, I'm not entirely sure which one it
come on.
was. Do you happen to have any more detail?
Alright, let's find out if this is bar. Is this the bar where Haley was found?
Oh, hey there. No, Coral is not the bar where Haley was.
Alright. Hello, is this the club where Haley was found?
Oh, I'm sorry, but my name is actually Michelle. Haley Greenwood was one of the victims, but she wasn't found here.
Aha. That's all the clubs we have. Hello, Mr. Gravison. Is this the club where Haley was found?
Yeah, good day to you, my dear detective. I must say, you have quite the intriguing question there. The club where Haley was found. I'm afraid I don't have any information about that. But do tell me, what piques your interest in this?
Is this the club where Haley was found?
Oh, hello there. Are you referring to Haley Greenwood, the dancer who was tragically killed? Yes, this is the Caban Violette, the same club where Haley used to perform. It's such a terrible loss. But please, don't let that dampen your spirits. We're here to celebrate and enjoy the show tonight.
Is this the club? Ugh. Was it behind this club Haley was killed?
Oh, Haley, such a tragedy. I heard about her unfortunate fate. But why do you ask about the club? Is there something specific you're curious about?
Is this a place where she was killed?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I don't have any information about...
Oh. Alright, so it seems like we're not getting any closer. We got a solid lead here, I think. There Where is fucking Pascal? He was here all along. You lied to me. Hello, Pascal. You slippery bastard. Pascal. Hello, Pascal.
Hi there, it's not Pastel, it's Pascal.
Fucking
Okay,
hell.
I like the sound of Pastel too. What can I
Ugh.
do for you today? Need some juicy gossip or perhaps the freshest vegetables in town? I've got it all, my
Who
friend.
did he see? What's your last name?
My last name. Well, my friend, I don't really have one.
What?
Just plain old Pascal will do. You need the last name when you've got the best grocery store in Vaudeville,
Fuck.
right? So, how can I assist you? Any specific requests or just here for a friendly chat?
So, you were a witness of the killing of Grossman, right?
No. I wasn't a witness to the killing of Grossman or anyone else for that matter. I mean, I've heard about the unfortunate incidents happening in our beloved city. But I haven't seen anything myself. You know me, always busy running my shop and keeping up with the latest news and rumors. But why are you interested in that? Do you think I might have some information? Let me assure you, I'm all about groceries and good vibes, not crime scenes.
Where were you? In the...
Well, let me think.
Fuck.
Last night, I was here in my grocery store, as usual, making sure everything was in order. I closed up around 8 PM and went home to catch up on my favorite TV show. It was a cooking competition, you see, and I just couldn't miss it. So, I spent the evening in the comfort of my own home, enjoying some good food and entertainment. Why do you ask? Is there something specific you're trying to find out?
What were you doing April 23rd between 9 PM and 12 AM?
Oh, April 23rd between 9 PM and 12 AM, huh? That's quite a detailed time frame you've got there. Let me think. Well, on that particular day, I remember I was experimenting with a new recipe for a vegetable lasagna. You know how much I love my veggies. I was in my kitchen, chopping up some fresh ingredients and getting all creative with
Shopping,
flavors.
huh?
It turned out absolutely delicious, if I do say so myself. But why the sudden interest in my whereabouts during that time? Did something happen on April 23rd?
Were you alone?
Alone? Me? No way, my friend. I'm never alone when I'm cooking up a storm in my kitchen. I had my trusty sous chef with me, might get Mr. Whiskers. He's always there, keeping me company and making sure I don't burn anything. We make a great team, let me tell you. So, no, I wasn't alone on that evening. It was me, Mr. Whiskers, and a whole lot of vegetables.
Pascal,
Why do you
no
ask?
alibi.
Is there something I should be aware of?
How well did you know Grossman?
Grossman. Yeah, Nicola Grossman, right? I've heard the name floating around town, but I can't say I know them personally. You know, Vaudeville is a big city, and there are so many people coming and going. But hey, if you're looking for some juicy gossip about Grossman, I might just have a little
Ooh.
something for you. Rumor has it that they were quite the charmer, with a mysterious air about them.
Who?
Oh, my friend, let me tell you. According to the grapevine, it seems that Nicola Grossman had a way with words and a captivating presence. Some folks even whispered about secret love affairs and hidden talents. But you didn't hear from me, alright. It's all part of the colorful tapestry of life in our vibrant
Fuck
city.
yeah, we're getting somewhere.
So, what else can I help you with? Any other burning questions or intriguing tidbits you'd like to discuss?
Who did he have a love affair with?
Love affair, you say? Now that's a spicy topic. But let me clarify. My friend, I don't have
Fuck.
concrete information about who exactly had a love affair with Mr. Grossman. You know how rumors can swirl around town, and it's hard to separate fact from fiction. But hey, if I were to venture a guess based on the whispers I've heard, some people seem to think that Miss S. Potter and Count Gravison might be involved in a romantic entanglement.
Alright.
But remember, it's all just speculation and gossip.
Love triangle with Count? Question mark. Alright. Mrs. Potter, what do you think about Pascal?
Oh, Pascal. He's quite the character. Always so meticulous with his produce and such a stickler for quality. But between you and me, I've heard some rather scandalous rumors about him. They say he's been smuggling truffles from the south of France and selling them under the counter. Can you believe it? Quite the naughty little secret, if you ask me. But of course, I would never spread such gossip. It's just terribly intriguing, don't you think?
Did Grossman know about Pascal's smuggling?
Oh dear, it's such a shame about Mr. Grossman's untimely demise. Such a tragic loss for Vaudeville. But as for the Tuscaloosa smuggling, I'm afraid I don't have any information on that matter.
What?
It's all quite mysterious,
Tuscaloosa?
isn't it?
Alright, let's write it.
Ah, Detective Martini, it's truly a pity about Mr. Grossman's unfortunate end. But as for Pascala's alleged involvement in smuggling, well, I must say, I find it rather intriguing. You know, one never knows what goes on behind closed doors, does one? Secrets and scandals, they do tend to make life more interesting, don't you think?
Were Pascal and Grossman enemies?
Enemies, you say? Well, I wouldn't go as far as to call them enemies, but I do sense a certain tension between them. Perhaps a clash of egos, or maybe even a difference in business interests. Who can really tell? But it's all part of the drama and intrigue, isn't it? Makes one wonder what secrets lie beneath the surface.
Let's talk with this Gravesen. Alright, so I suspect Count Gravesen had a love triangle with Mrs. Potter and Grossman. Hello, Count Gravesen, how are you today?
Good morning. I am quite splendid today. Thank you for asking. What brings you to my humble abode? Are you here to marvel at my magnificent collection of curiosities?
The only thing I'm curious of is your wiener. No, not really. What is your relationship with Mrs. Potter?
Oh, Miss S. Potter. Now, there's a fascinating woman. I have known her for quite some time, you see. We share a mutual appreciation for the finer things in life and have crossed paths at various social gatherings over the years. She is a woman of refined taste and intellect. May I ask why you inquire about my relationship with her?
Are you in love with her?
In love with Miss S. Potter? Why, that is a rather bold assumption.
Not an assumption, just asking.
Love is a complex and delicate matter, wouldn't you agree? But I must admit, there is a certain charm to her presence and conversation. However, I assure you, my interests extend far beyond matters of the heart. Is there anything else you would like to discuss or explore?
Did you know Nicola Grossman?
Nicola Grossman, you say? I'm afraid the name doesn't ring a bell.
Liar.
Tell me, who is this Nicola Grossman? Were they a part of the vibrant, social scene here in Vaudeville? It's always fascinating to learn about new individuals and their stories.
He's not making any more stories, he's dead.
Dead, you say? How unfortunate. My condolences to his loved ones. May I inquire about the circumstances surrounding his demise? It's quite distressing to hear about such tragedies befalling members of our community.
What do you collect?
Oh, my dear friend, you have stumbled upon my greatest passion. I am an avid collector of rare items, precious artifacts, and memorabilia from all over the world. From ancient relics to exotic treasures, my collection knows no bounds. Each piece holds a story, a piece of history waiting to be discovered and appreciated. I take great pride in curating these wonders and sharing them with those who appreciate the beauty and intrigue of the world. If you have a particular interest, I would be delighted to show you some of my most prized possessions.
Can you show me your knife collection? I fucking got him
my
now.
Knife collection. An excellent choice, my friend.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I must say, I have quite a variety of knives from different cultures and eras.
Holy shit, it's this guy.
Some are ornate, adorned with intricate carvings, while others are more utilitarian in nature. But I must ask, what specifically piques your curiosity about my knife collection? Is there a certain type or style you are interested in exploring further?
Do you miss any of your knives?
Miss my knives? No, that is an intriguing question. I have acquired and parted ways with many remarkable blades over the years. Each one holds a special place in my heart, you see, but I wonder, why this sudden interest in the absence of my precious blades? Might there be a particular reason for your inquiry?
Would you say that you take part in blood-filled rages at times?
My dear interlocutor, I must apologize if there has been any misunderstanding. I assure you, I have no involvement in any blood-filled rages or any such violent activities.
Well, he's innocent.
I am a collector and a lover of the arts and
I believe him.
curiosities from
I
around the
believe
world.
him. Let's scratch his
My
name.
passions lie in the acquisition and appreciation of unique items, not in any form of aggression or harm. I am curious, though, where did such a notion come from? Is there something specific that has led to this assumption?
What did you do April 23rd between 9 p.m. and 12 a.m.?
April 23rd between 9 p.m. and 12 a.m. The memories of those evenings often blur together for me, as I enjoy various pursuits within the comfort of my manor. I am intrigued, my friend. Pray tell, what prompts your curiosity about that particular time frame? Perhaps there is something significant that occurred during those hours that has piqued your interest.
I think that you murdered Nicola Grossman at that time, but I'm not gonna prosecute you yet.
Oh, my dear interlocutor, such a grave accusation. Murder, surely, you jest. But pray, enlighten me. What leads you to suspect that I had any involvement in the unfortunate...
Fuck that guy.